According to a very good source, it appears that Meghan Markle can simply do or say or write, in fact, whatever she wants. A chilling thought when you think about where the situation is right now with her, the British monarchy, and indeed her public relations over here in the United Kingdom. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. A rather chilling story when you think about it, because as we now know, Meghan seemingly has decided, well, enough of the United Kingdom. Whichever way you look at it, she could have come back here for the coronation. Now, obviously she's had a rough time, brought on by herself with her silly behaviour, with the curtsying in the docuseries, and of course, all the other things that she and Harry have done together. Although a lot of people are basically saying it was driven mainly by Prince Harry. That depends on who you believe. Seemingly Prince Harry felt very happy in his family until he discovered marriage and indeed the freedom with Meghan Markle, whichever way you look at it, allegedly. But according to a very good source, as we now know, Meghan herself has been actively offered her own chance to tell her story about her very limited time within the British monarchy. And the chilling aspect of it is this. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. And by the way, can I share this with you? If you are a fan of all things to do with royalty, as I know many of us are watching this show today, the brand new cipher has been introduced on certain aspects, particularly over at the Tower of London. Where the soldiers stand in their boxes, the sentry, well, that's now got the CR on them. And as we speak, the uniforms, the brand new uniforms for the Tower of London are being made with the removal of ER to be replaced with CR. Don't know about you, I find that a little bit sad, because it's a thing that we've grown up with, we all look towards and still admire by many different people. Sure you'll agree. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. The bottom line is this, you see, with Meghan, it does seem strange. People talk about her story and her time. According to a very good source, she claims that she got on exceptionally well with our late and beautiful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. Well, some might say she did. After all, she got invited onto the royal train, got invited up to Christmas, and, when no other, pre-married royal was allowed that, there were lots of things that Her Majesty let loose in those final few years, perhaps regretting it later on, who knows? But you see, Meghan herself has pointed out to, and as ever we have to say allegedly, people who would be interested in her tell-all book, that there was no agreement, no signing off. So quite simply, there's no NDAs or anything related to her. She could say or tell her version of events, and quite rightly so, there's nothing legally to hold her back. For those that are in doubt and say, no, there must have been something, the British monarchy are not normally giving out, non-disclosure agreements for family members. They don't think that's necessarily and wouldn't necessarily think that this was going to happen at some point, particularly after the spectacular start of Meghan within the British monarchy and how warmly welcomed she was in. But as she recently pointed out in an interview, no, she never signed anything. Nobody said that she couldn't speak out about literally anything, so she's free to say and do whatever she wishes. Now, this is a rather chilling thought, isn't it, when you think about it, because as we've seen with Prince Harry, he's spoken out at great length, although it's been refuted on many occasions, certain aspects of his story. We don't need to go into them, they're all out there for anybody to read. But the bottom line is, if Meghan's about to follow suit, allegedly with her own book, how frightening could that be for our brand new king? And of course, moving forward, the monarchy in general. It's a developing story, and when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.